Munchie just went to this grid program, and from what I know, from what somebody telling me is, yeah. Somebody just telling me that Munchie just went to the grid program. Jesus Christ. Look, he just don't know. Dad, I'm gonna stop laughing. I don't even know what the fuck funny. Look, I'm saying, Munchie just went to the grid program. Whatever he work at, whatever, that shit ain't cool to me. I'm not game, ain't even doing no shit like that. Whoever doing it, whatever, nigga.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Okay, and I ain't even trying to like disrespect the Denver Lane dude, right? But how did we go from Figaro of facts to putting out content that ain't got no facts in it? Because he just said that people are telling him and he's hearing that Munchie B took something to the grid program, right? I mean, he don't know it for a fact. So how did we go from Figaro of facts to putting out things that you just can't prove or you don't have no proof with, right? Or that's not a fact based upon you saying you heard it. It's hard to say that that's a fact, right? Also, in the streets, when did it become cool to attach things to a person's name that's negative in the public light without no facts or no proof? I could see if, like, you know, if they really feel like Munchie B did this, that, and the third, then I get that if they, like, warning they peoples, like, you know, I can't say it's a fact, or even, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, like, you know, because you care about this person, and they deal with Munchie. So you like, you know, I can't say it for a fact, but people telling me he doing this and doing that. That's all I can say, only because I rock with you. But I ain't saying it's sure now. I can almost go for that. But to get on the public platform and attach a person to something that's distasteful and you don't know it to be a fact based upon you keep saying that what they telling you, so you just only know what you keep hearing from people telling you something, I don't think that's cool to do. That's not respectable. Now I also got a question for y'all. It sounds like to me that he is recording his content through a collected call, right? So y'all let me know, do y'all feel like it was worth it? Do y'all feel like it was worth it for him to become a prison podcaster, expose his hand, and, you know, I don't know if it's true or not, like if he actually got his phone took or not, but let's just say maybe they did take his phone and this is why he's doing collect calls now, right? Do y'all feel like it was worth it to get on to use your phone while you behind the walls, right? Probably cost you so much money to get the phone, but you will lose your access, your lifeline, just because you wanted some YouTube fame. You know, just because somebody got in your mind or whatever and told you, you know, we could make a bankroll. Hey, we could go viral. Hey, we could shake the streets up. We could shake the internet up. Like, do y'all think it was worth it for him to lose everything he probably had going on and whatever he was able to do and have going on, communicate with whoever and all that, for having his own phone or his access to a phone? Was it worth for him to lose that and now he has to be on collect calls? If this is just the case, I'm just gathering from what what I'm seeing and what I'm gathering. I don't know what's the truth behind the scene. I don't know what he don't got. I don't know if they actually took his phone or whatever. But if that's the true statement, like, you know, they took their phone because somebody allegedly told on him or he told on himself and they done took his phone, confiscated his phone. Now the only time he can communicate with people on the outside world is because it's through the collect call. Do y'all feel like that was beneficial? Like, was the notoriety, the clout, the money, and all that stuff worth it? Honest question. Give me your answer in the comments.
For somebody to come out and say, hey, for somebody to come out that thing and say, hey, man, hey, Brazy, man, hey, G Bizzle, hey, Munchie was in there and said, Munchie went in the career program and said, the who's this, the who's that, saying that in a career program on the dead homies don't know who's in a career program.
Alright, pause. Hey, bro, so all respect out the window. Blood, you's a bitch. On Inglewood family, you's a bitch. On Bloods, nigga. This nigga think that who's who shit is Def Jam or something, bro. Who in the... Who's gonna go before anything? I don't care if it's grid, police, and talk about a lifer with a cell phone, with a bunk-ass YouTube channel. Man, what's the nigga off the Temptations that think he the star? Fucking smoker. All right, keep it pushing.
I want to say his name is David Ruffin, right? But I will say this. In my opinion, I don't think that the Who's platform has been the most like disrespectful type of platform towards Munchie B, in the form of like him trying to use his connections, his resources to get they cell hit, to get they phone. Cause as we can see, why put your image on trial by doing something like that when all they gotta do is get on the collect card now? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, it's so many other people out here who done said things, did things, prison podcasters and all that pertaining to Munchie, and they sales and stuff, ain't got hit or whatever. But in my opinion, I just don't think, it was that level of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because it been a whole lot of foul things said pertaining to Munchie. So I feel like at this point, anything that was pretty much said on the Who's wasn't nothing like new or, you know what I'm saying? But what y'all think? Do y'all feel like what Who's and them is saying is more true? Or what Munchie B is saying is more true? What y'all think?
Don't throw no who's no career program. You see what's going on in the streets right now? You see women getting locked up, all type of shit. You got a 600 doing police shit, talking about somebody about to get locked up, he get locked up. That ain't cool, that ain't gangster, that ain't none of that. Niggas just stop. Y'all should stop that image. Like it's a gang of people doing that. My bro just went to jail. My bro said the police hop out on him talking about the who's and your brother, like y'all bringing the channel to the police bullshit for hating over some shit. At the end of the day, that's what's really going on.
I ain't gonna lie, the Denver Lane guy, he makes me view him like he's kind of like off a bit, right? Because it's like, how do you go so viral? How do you accomplish the things you accomplished in a couple months? How do you talk about, so to speak, kind of like, criminal activity, right? You got people that's in jail because they committed a crime, they deemed the criminal, whatever for the moment, while they paying their price for the crimes they committed, right? And you highlight all these things that take place between criminals, street guys, gang members, whatever. And you will feel like it's no self-snitching involved. It's no, like, you're not wrong at all because you went out here and you broadcasted yourself out here. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. Do who's got to take some level of accountability, or do he got the right to just blame everybody else but himself and his team?
That's what's really going on. Yeah, niggas on the streets ain't on tunes in the cell. That shit, that ain't flying, none of that.
He said, hating on some money shit. Man, I done shouted this. I done shouted this the J Cat out in his channel out countless times. And he said, hating on some money shit. Even reacting to this right now is bringing traction to this bum channel. He said, hating on some money shit. What? All right, keep going.
Which I gotta point out, when Munchie B said that he bringing notoriety back to that channel, I agree because, in my opinion, I ain't been on no who's recently. And with all this Loose Cannon, Cowboy, Loose Cannon, and Whack falling out, and 600 and them falling out, Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, all on the news, just all these different things going on. I don't think a lot of people been like really caring for all that who's get down, right? But who's got to figure out how to keep themselves relevant and pay attention to that. Because remember, early on, people that act like they just popping their stuff and they really don't care for this stuff and they don't really, like, they're not taking it serious and don't care. But as you can see, when you see a person go from having it their way and doing it because they can just press record on the phone and, you know, do they want to, they done went from that to actually, you know, spending a little money to do the collect call and all that, or maybe, I don't think it's even costing, right? I think it's free or whatever. But you will go that far. Now you collecting call for content. Now you putting out things that's not even figure facts, so-called to speak, because you talking about what people is telling you. You know what I'm saying? You done went from trying to talk about what you know for a fact and what you witnessed to where now you talking about opinions. So he care about the content and he trying to make sure his channel stay thriving, which I have no problem with that. I'm just hiding like how people be sending out mixed signals.
On the hood, it's crazy because it took this. We caught him in right now. They like, damn, Big U just went to jail. I mean, they got Big U on the run or whatever going on with the situation on. I'm like, damn, then 600 just say X, Y, and Z. Like, yeah, that nigga police. I'm like, period. You can't tell me the police. I know you the police. If somebody say that. Yeah, if somebody saying that a week ago, and then now this big ass shit that you said, you don't post no stuff like that. I don't know if my brother want to tell that to those brothers, and then we got sacked. Yeah, and then for somebody else to come back integrated, tell the niggas, I know somebody that's integrated for sure, like one of the leaders integrated. He's non-affiliate. He's not bad people because he's a non-affiliate. If you in a grid program and you a real affiliate, you acting like you're doing this and that is not good people's shit. Not at all, sir. Like you get what I'm saying? Not at all, sir. So it's like, look, you give people crack now, being hungry. And then people were saying, who is the people getting people crack? Who is the who's who that's doing it? They're hungry for somebody that go in a grid program. The next day, people's running and it's shit. And then they talking about they kick the door down, talking about this is that, and then the ball whacking all that. Remember, I'm like, then I get on here, I seen somebody send me some shit, only the clip of Whack saying about the church and shit. So I'm like, wait, he's saying that? I'm like, nigga, we do the whole time. He ain't even worried about it. He ain't even hating or none of that on the who's who. Niggas try to diverge the shit. They just spinning that motherfucking shit. I'm like, wait, what's this nigga? Yeah, exactly. Like he ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit, but they send me the clip saying that he's talking about some background or some shit. So I'm like, man, I ain't fucking with him. But the whole time, he pushing nigga shit more than nigga. But the whole time, it's the nigga that I'm taking up for going to shit. I say after he get on here and say something about my son and the who's I still get on here and say, hey, yeah, he ain't say nothing bad about me, so I can't say nothing bad about him. Even though he said the who's crossed the line, I said, fuck it, I'm trying to dead the shit and everything going on.
Pause.
But the next...
Hey, bro, yo, what you say, Zark? That's your little word. Look, yo, man, yo, Sally's a Zark, right? Yo, Sally told a story about a Carver Park Compton crib. I think I had to take it down. He lying. He's a liar. Told a story about my big homie. Lied. Yo, Sally's a Zark. He's a buster, a yeet. Tell your Sally to ask somebody for Miller's pull up in the turf on his behalf. And the homie, he said that got dropped and didn't do nothing, got out in his vehicle. I bet you the big homie a blender, whoever he sent over there. He's a nobody, bro. He low on his B team totem pole, idiot. Keep it going.
A couple days later, I hear they talking about he in the grid program. I don't know. And then it's like to bring the person up that's saying it, it's gonna be fucked up because the person is not feeling good. He told me about the shit in Palmdale like years ago when the real shit was going on in Palmdale with what was going on. So I know he tied in with some police activities, people. This is non-affiliated people. He fucked up.
You know he tied in with some police activity peoples. I don't deal with people that's tied in with police activity peoples. You see, you self-admitted. Hey, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta lay off the spice / the heroin. You gotta stop it. You gotta stop it, Brazy. It's not cool. Inglewood, I'll get to that later. How we deal with homies that overdo it on the drugs on the yard. You know what I'm saying? Cause you clearly high. On Inglewood, you're clearly high. Keep it whooping.
He people family and shit. But remember, he can't be acting like he running Ninth Street and then doing stuff like that. It's sad if you even mention the who's in the grid program, you out of line. I don't want you in the hand. I don't know. All I know is somebody come and say that, and then all that's going on. I'm sitting back. I got all that's going on. Then we got real shit going on, heavy shit going on. So motherfuckers sit back, but when it's a police activity, and then it's about LA, you know, the old fools gotta tell y'all the real what's going on, who is who and what's what. They homies. Watch out, all facts, no cap. The who's who saying, watch out for them internet motherfuckers. Look, before we got...
You have 60 seconds remaining.
The 1850 Spider, before you got on here, y'all thought Spider looking niggas. Y'all thought Loose Cannon was the people, y'all thought, fucking, that went bad. 600 on here, doing police shit. Like, all these people was on here like big. My name was on. Munchie was gangbanger. They saying he I don't know how he, leader of the wolves and the thing talking about the wolves. So, I'm about to tell you back. For real though, like, all I'm saying is, before we bounced on here, it was like a clown show, a circus show. Jesus Christ, I'm looking, I be like, man, they ain't on the gram, he popping it. I'm looking, I'm like, dang, I see you on the gram popping out there. See this person, man, they think he the people, they think he the people, they think he the people. Man, I know, man, they ran out the building. Like, they think he the people. Wait, ain't he telling on whoop you? They think he the people. He sleeping with a tranny. They think he the people. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I bounce on here and go crazy on you. Being honest. It's like this. For somebody to be speaking on the game, look, this is for the good people, and I'm just letting y'all know. So y'all figure it out. Everything I love with this, it's about LA. I'm gonna talk about it regardless. When both gonna talk about it regardless. It's LA. We run all that shit, so it don't matter.
Pause.
Anything.
Who run all what? Who run all what? We run all that what? Where? Who is we? Who is we? Shout out to Lanes. I know some gangsters from over there, but what are you talking? We run LA. You sound like a rapper. We run LA. Man, shut up. Zark, I'm gonna use your shit. Zark. Alright, keep it whooping.
It goes on LA, we gotta know what's going on and see what's there and say what's really what. We're not going to have no false advertisers giving out false advertising to the people about no shit that all our homies and real motherfuckers put blood, sweat, and tears in on everything. So I'm just saying,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They got us recording off the phone because we scared. You ain't homies. We scared right now because everybody's police. We like, damn. we thought it was some dope shit, some blind shit. We supposed to be talking about the marks and the zerks in the park. And we, he was about to talk about that. They flipped it on us and turned us into the main target. Now they was doing police activities. Yeah, spotted on police activity. 600 in police activity. The other day they talking about, they talking, they sending shit talking about some loose shit, they rape baby with each other. That shit is bunk. All that shit is crazy shit. All that shit ain't. If you bone me saying weird shit, I'm not about to do all that shit, that and all that. Then they got y'all thought Moose was a nigga. He running from people and on camera and all that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Hey, look, man. Tapping on the little shoes, man. We about to start a movie. Hey,
all right, cut it.
Snitch coming out.
Hey, look, bro. Oh, I cut it short because I was tired of hearing his voice. But he about to say snitch list coming out. It's about like 6 people we got paperwork on, right? So it's the who's, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be exposing the bust or the yees, the marks, you know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at me. They did it. Why you ain't been blasted this paperwork you been sitting on?
Facts. That's the second time Who's just said something about him knowing people who dealing with police and all this type of stuff. And it's like, what's the holdup? Do you really got these lists of names of people on these PC yards and snitches and all that? Because that's going to be some of the most streetest stuff you can do. Not talking about no whoop fight between 2 other gang members, but just talking about people who violating the code and all that. If you can do that, now you might have everybody riding with you besides the people who broke the rules and sympathize with people who broke the rules.
Come on, bro. How you the who's, but you tapped into the S and Y yard? You in heavy communication with J Hood. J Hood is on the yard with snitches, pedophile, men that have boobs, dropouts. That's where J Hood at. And you tapped into that. Who's gonna tap into the who's and you tapped in with the S and Y yard? And you level 4 180.
I'm just saying, Munchie is definitely keeping it a Benji. I agree. Like, people love trying to present themselves like they the realest dude in the room until you start pulling that, that sheet off or whatever and all that and seeing what's really going on up under that, whatever that cover they got on. You can see that they be operating inappropriately. For you to say that you're this outstanding member and upstanding individual in this lifestyle, why are you associating with certain type of stuff then? Because that's what people don't understand. Like, you don't have to always do something wrong to be in violation. Like, you yourself don't have to do something wrong that's breaking the rules. But you can break the rules as well by associating yourself with people who broke the rules. And that's in itself would be a violation. So people don't got that much, common sense to know that. And that's why I always said, like, come on, man. Like, you talking about you standing for what's right, but you on here with the who's. I mean, not the who's, but, people that's not deemed good.
But you tapped into the S and Y yard. That's crazy. That makes 0 sense. Where they do that at? Who's? Hold on. GE, GB. Ain't on my daughters, bro. I ain't even gonna throw them out there. But the homie from PDL talking about big homie Big Bisco. GB then rolled it up before. Yeah, that's figure rolling all right. He talking about I don't know if it was out of a dorm or a yard. GB then balled it up like a piece of paper. Balled it up. Come on, bro. Man, he be ad-libbing in the background like a backup singer. Straight Buster. Straight Yeet. What are you talking about? Who's?
I ain't gonna lie. It's just so funny to me on how, like, Munchie definitely can't stand the dude from Miller's. Like, it just seems like he just can't stand him being an assistant or a co-host or a Sally, whatever you want to call him. He just cannot stand him.
Oh, man. Come on, bro. GB told a story talking about, nigga, my big homie Big Bisco got fired on, hit the pavement, got up, got in his car and drove off. Talking about the big homie Big Bisco never happened. But you fail to relate the story about Baby Bisco beating up on your co-defendant in the county jail, Kilo, whatever his name is. Baby Bisco put paws, fingertips, and knuckles on him. You ain't even mention that story.
And you know what? That's a good point, right? Not just the details of what Munchie just said, but as long as y'all keep tuning in, y'all gonna start learning what's the root of why certain individuals are speaking about certain people. You know what I'm saying? It be like hidden problems, bro, for all kind of different reasons. Whether it's somebody who somebody be associating with, or they from the same hood somebody is from who done something bad to them, or did something bad to somebody they rock with, whatever it may be, y'all gonna start seeing that everybody is just, you know, coming from, they got hidden issues with certain people when they get to saying all kind of negative things about them.
What about that who's? We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about One Dub. One Dub, the little homies popped him down on Vermont, and One Dub showed up to court like he worked there. The little homie's still in the pen for that. The other one with the YA got out, now he back in there for some other shit. But come on, we ain't talking about One Dub that snitched on my homies from Lanes. Aw, man, you crazy.
And see, this is one of the reasons why I always was telling people, once you open up this whole Pandora's box with all this speaking on people's hoods and people from hoods, it's gonna just go off into a rabbit hole. It's gonna start being, everything gonna gotta get put on the table now. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna just accept disrespect towards them and what they represent without responding and putting what they know on the table. And I don't know what's true and what's not, but let's just say it's all true what Munchie just said. Now you got dudes on the public platform exposing different Lane members. And if y'all didn't care, y'all could have exposed these different Lane dudes straight out the gate. Because this was who's who said they was, you know, they was created for. But this is why I say, man, people got to start seeing what's going to happen in the future instead of just caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, look where we going now. People who ain't even on the internet got to get smutted out or brought up or, you know, exposed, however it go. But this is going to keep getting more interesting and more interesting the more a lot of these people be bumping heads and getting into it.
Who's? What are you talking about? If I was from Lanes, who wouldn't even be in my vocabulary? Well, you sound like...
I am not going to lie. Munchie just said something that I always thought about. I promise you, I always was wondering, was like, dang, how is a different Lane blood so pushing who's and happy saying who's and all that? I promise you, I'm like, well, maybe he just ain't really tripping. You know, he already got the HK. You know, he probably just, he ain't tripping because his demonstration is probably more, you know, more realistic and more serious than just some words. But I was thinking too, I was like, man, like that was kind of tricky. At first, I was like, maybe, you know what I mean? This sound like something that should belong to a Hoover member.
Starting to let a Hoovers to my who's. You a weirdo. Crazy, man. You messing up the dynamics, bro. I got Devil Lane bras. I be dick the pussy with, bro. And then you know what I'm saying? I don't want to mad at me, bro. You messing shit up, bro. Weirdo. On the set, nigga. Who's? I got stories too. I done punched on one of your big homies. What? Hold on, man. The big homie specifically told me, man, keep it on Brazy, bro. Don't. Hold on. I got on Inglewood. And your big homie went down way too easy. Boom, bam, boom, bam. It was like 3.5 hits, bro. I hit him with 3, and the fourth one I missed. It was all air because he was already on the floor. he was already on the pavement. Back in like 2008, Villain Booth and Bloodstone Villain, his house used to be popping on the Imperial. Popping on Imperial. We there to the wee hours. This is when everybody used to be thizzing, going up. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. FIP, baby. FIP, GG. You know what I'm saying? I tell GG, hey, go get baby Doc. You know what I'm saying? Like, we up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, he go grab a homie. It was a misunderstanding. It was I could skip that part. It was a misunderstanding in between. You know what I'm saying? About some things. So, like, man, we came to the conclusion, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be a fade taking. So, if you from Denver Lane, you know, Villain Boo stayed in the lanes back then between Vermont and Fig off Imperial. So, boom, we go across Imperial, the main street. From Villain Boo House, we walk through these apartment buildings to the back, a little parking thing, and then out of the parking lot, it's an alley in the back. Baby Doc, get out there with Smoke from Crenshaw Mafias. You know what I'm saying? Jay squabbling. Smoke, he faded because, you know, we've been partying all night. And then the ground is like a little gravel, like rocks and stuff. So the homie Baby Doc getting the best of Smoke. Q-Ball from Crenshaw Mafia hopping on the homie Baby Doc. When he hopping on Baby Doc, I hopping on Q-Ball. Right? I keep doping, I dope Q-Ball up. Like, so the elder homie from Denver Lane, he breaking up, he mediating, like, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and Q-Ball going back and forth. Q-Ball the bro, we done talked about this already. You know what I'm saying? Then Baby Doc and Smoke get back out there, they do it again, they mixing it up. Baby Doc getting the best of them. Q-Ball hopping again, I hopping on Q-Ball. The older homie from Lanes, he break it up again. So it's a gang of yelling and, you know what I'm saying, back and forth, whoop, 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 right? So the elder homie from Lanes, I don't know, he had to be faded because he went from being the mediator, trying to keep everything cool, to he turned to me and said, where you from? Man, I'm from Inglewood Family. He said, I'll slap you. Boom, bam, boom. And then the fourth one, I swung it all air, he's already down. When he went down, I started celebrating like Muhammad. I had both hands up in the air. CMT, Crenshaw, Manchester, woo, woo. And then Q-Ball coming, dope for me, boom, right? I get airborne. I'm on the hood of this car. Then the homie GG FIP come clean him up. We part ways. Q-Ball and Smoke start power walking to the front, like, so the homie like, hold on, because, you know, they walking with a purpose. It's almost like they might go get a weapon or something. We all in the middle of Imperial. It's probably like 3:44 in the morning, arguing. I'm mad at the homie J Stone from the hood, because you supposed to been in there. T-Mac from Avenue Power was right there. I expect them to get in there because you in the hood every day with us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then me, Gigi, baby, then we pull up.
I just got to highlight. Look how many names that been brought up or exposed in this whole one back and forth in this video.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember it was June 2008 because the next day was 6-4 days sitting at a park, and homie Gigi ended up knocking this buster named B-Down out from the hood that I ran off. He ain't around no more. And I didn't even go to the 6-4 day the next day because my jaw was hurting because Q-Ball got me with a good one. But I don't even want to say the big homie name from lanes that I put down easy. Respected Denver Lane. If somebody call me, I'll tell y'all the name. No, I ain't gonna do that. Put them down easy. Q-Ball know who I'm talking about. Smoke know who I'm talking about. Baby Doc know who I'm talking about.
You know, it seemed like it's a whole lot. If y'all want to make sure y'all didn't miss nothing, go tune in with Munchie and the Who's Who's, and y'all know what's going on. But so far, from what we done covered, y'all jump in the comments and let me know what's y'all thoughts on it. Keep it a Benji for me. If not, don't jump in. Shout out to the Dice Crew. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.